Hello, merry meet. Sorry. So this is going to be Venefica's occult findings. I think it's 19. So yeah, it's a few tarot decks, some pendulums, and mostly books. So let's get started. Let's start with pendulums. When I saw this one on Etsy, I just had to have it. It's a green man pendulum. So it's basically a little green man face, and it is gemstones, gem and glass stones up here, and there is a little flower there, and just a ring to hold it by. Like I've said in earlier videos, I have been focusing too much on the goddess, and I'm trying to get the god a bit more into my spirituality, so I thought a green man pendulum would be nice. It looks very cute. It can be a little bit chunky since the chain is only 3 movable parts, but it doesn't work half bad. And then there's a pendulum that has been custom made for me. Basically, it is a double axe, a moon axe, and under there is a triple moon. And at the end, there's a little piece of wood. I don't remember exactly what all of these woods are. I think the light ones are maple, and I think the black ones are ebony, but I'm not completely sure. Thanks for my chain. This is lighter than I usually prefer because these are pretty light woods, but I think it looks really, really, really nice. And the last pendulum, I got 3 of them. And yes, I know I don't need more pendulums, I just can't help myself. It's this acorn pendulum. Basically, the pendulum itself is this brown agate bead and with an acorn setting. And it's a faceted tiger eye at the end of it, and it came in this autumn themed bag. And all of these pendulums came from Etsy. Then let's do some tarot decks. I have Tarot de los Tarot de la excuse me, Tarot de los Gatos Negros, Tarot of the Black Cats. I just had to have this when I saw it. I mean, I love black cats. And I'm going to do a review on this one at some point. And then I got Tarot of Sweet Twilight, which is a cute, bit gothic style deck. And this one I've been wanted for a long time. It's Alchemy of England Tarot. And I'm also going to be doing a review of this one. So, let's move on to books. First, some magazines. I have 2 Norwegian magazines. I went down for summer vacation at my mom's place. So I needed to have something to read on the train. So my hubby got me. This is Ildsjælen, number 3, 2013. The Fire Soul is the translation. It's an okay new age alternative magazine. And then I got Magic magazine, and this is also number 3, 2013. It's a bit commercial, but I mean, for a train read, to work. And then I got Spirits and Destiny You Lie 2013, which is an English New Age magazine. And Spirit and Destiny, June 2013. I was a bit late with my tune one, so I got that now. And then let's move on to books. I have a little book here. It's called the Pleasure Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram, or LBRP. Just this tiny little book that goes somewhat in depth about that ritual. It's written by Father Abaya, and it's published by Abaya Books, so self-published. In other words, and then I have new Reiki software for divine living, an energetic embodiment of divine grace by Brett Laval, and it's by Ayini Books. And this is basically a modern take on Reiki. Looks very interesting. I haven't read it yet though. And then I have Everyday Tarot Essentials by James Lynn Page that I have reviewed. Cute little book about the tarot that isn't very useful unless you're a complete beginner. And then I have Past Lives for Beginners, a guide to reincarnation and techniques to improve your present life by Douglas D. Long, and this is by Llewellyn. And I have The Magic of Flowers, a guide to their metaphysical uses and properties by Tess Whitecross. It's basically flower magic and the like. Flower magic, herbalism, and so on. And it's by Llewellyn. Can't wait to get into that. And then I have The Spellbook of Wiccan Shadows, a Wiccan book of magic containing over 200 spells. Like I said before, I'm just such a sucker for spell books. And it's by Dawn Flowers, and it's self-published. I've been buying quite a few of these self-published books lately because, I mean, it's a mixed bag. Many people self-publish because they aren't able to get their books actually published by a decent publisher. But a lot of people also self-publish because they have ideas that are too small for mainstream publishers. So while you can end up with a lot of crap, there are some real gems there. Moving on, Ritual Magic, The Rites and Ceremonies of Hermetic Light by Oliver St. John. Let me see if I can find there's a publisher, yes. Ordo Astre. So, yeah, big book of ritual magic. And then I have Sacred Objects, Sacred Space, Everyday Tools for the Modern Day Witch by Deborah Winters, Patricia Gardner, and Angela Kaufman. And it's by Schiffer, the publishing house. And what this is, it's basically a lot of various items, tools, how to make your own tools. Basically, it's a book about ritual tools. And then we have The Voodoo Doll Spellbook, a compendium of ancient and contemporary spells and rituals, Volume 1, by Denise Avrado. And what publisher is this? It doesn't say. But yes, book about how to use voodoo dolls, and I really like it because it's not just African dolls, it's basically use of spell dolls all over the world. It's a very good book. Very interesting. And then I have The House of Keperu Archives, The Outer Teachings of House Keperu by Michelle Belanger. Basically, I've been reading a lot of vampire literature lately, and about psychic vampirism and the like. And this author is legendary in that community, so I think this will be a good read. And it is by Seek Your Own Truths. I think that's the publishing house. And then there's the Book of Crystal Spells, Magical Uses for Stones, Crystals, Minerals, and even Sand by Amber Grant, and it's by Llewellyn. Basically, magic use of all sorts of minerals and the like. I really like it. It seems quite interesting. I haven't read all of it yet. And the last book, Feng Shui History, the story of classical Feng Shui in China and the West, from 221 BC to 2012 AD by Stephen Skinner, and it's by Golden Horde. Basically, this is a bit costly book. I think it's like $40-50 for this 10 book. I couldn't pass it off because I really love books that explain the history of various forms of occult and spiritual tools. Basically, how has these systems developed? What lay behind them? And I think it's very, very interesting to read where these things come from. So I just couldn't pass this up. So yeah, that's my haul. It is a collective haul of things I've gathered over the last month and a half or so. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Have a great day and blessed be.